Hi everyone, this is Om from Civil Center. Welcome to our channel. As we know, Civil Center is continuously working with the vision to guide civil engineering students and professionals. And for that, we keep making videos on different software and on different topics related to civil engineering field. So, what are we going to learn today? That we have different types of the beams over here. So we will take one plinth beam and one roof beam. Okay, so in the plinth beam what we have 250 by 300 and all the sizes are same apart from this. So this one is the easy one, so 250 by 250 I will select this one. Then it is continuous 212t at the top and the bottom it's 212t, so I will go with this one. And the spacing is also good over here. At the support it should be provided 80 at 125 center to center and 80 at 150 center to center. So I will work with this plinth at the plinth beam. Okay, here I will start with the beam. So my beam is already 250 by 250 over here, and you can also position it according to your need. Okay, so let's see if the position is correct over here or not. So I will just click on the point intersection. Okay, and like this you can also create the beams. Okay, so in the beams you have multiple options, like the poly beam is there, then the spiral beam is there. But when you will work with the poly beam, then you will have to keep it in mind that you can just start with the poly beam, but after placing the before placing the reinforcement you will actually have to cut the poly beam. So I am just taking the individual beams over here. Okay, so I will start with the intersection point over here, and in the 3D view you can see that how it is being placed. So all I have to do is to just select a point and then double click on the next end, double click over here, double click over here. And similarly I can, if you don't want to continue from there, then you can simply click it for the single time. Okay, so now in the 3D view you can see that. Okay, then we can go ahead and cast the roof beam over here. So how to do that? And always if you want to move to any other command, then you can choose two options. First one is you can just right click and click on interrupt, and otherwise you can just simply press the escape button on your keyboard and you will come out of that command. Okay, and if you want to change the property at any point of time, then you will have to simply select your member, and then you can just right click on it and you can change the property right from here. Like suppose I want to make it 3500 by 400, then I will simply click on it and it will be changed accordingly. Okay, so I will simply bring it back to the original position. Otherwise you can make it a spherical as well. So that's a simple way of working with the spheres in the Tekla structures, or you can change the dimensions at any time. So over here all the dimensions that you have worked earlier will be saved. Okay, and now I will keep it to 250 by 250. Okay, then from this one you can change the top height and the bottom height. And then if you want to change the color of any structural member at any point of time, then you can also do that. Okay, and then we have this for the rotation. So if you want, then you can also use the rotation. Then in the properties I will just bring it back to the original color. So I will simply select another column over here. Okay, it has assigned the property to it. Okay, so the color code was 13, so all I have to do is to just go over here and select the color code. So it was 13 and I can get back the actual color. So these are also the things that if you want to mark any particular member over here, then you can just use this technique for that. Then in the representations I can just deselect a few points. So normally if you will just hide anything, then you will have to just redraw it, but I have simply lost all my things over here. So I will go ahead and redraw the view and I can get back everything. Okay, So these two views are fine. Now I need one more view. So I will just go to the windows, and in the view list I can find my another view. So it's a mess right now. Let's modify this one. Points, parts. Let's click on all. Yeah. Now everything is back over here. So what I wanted, I have made some changes in my software, and what I wanted was to delete or just to hide the names. Okay, and I haven't gone through the specifications over here, so it happened like this one. So we will start with the modeling of the roof beam now. Okay, and for that what I need to do, I need another view over here in this level. So I will just go ahead, create a new view, and what should be the new view? That should be at the level of 3000. Okay, so I will simply click on this one. So by the time it's starting, if anyone is having any questions so far, then you can ask me that. Okay, now we are supposed to get a roof beam over here. So I will do a simple thing. I will simply go to the concrete, click on the beam, and then define my beam over here. Okay, so I will go to the structural drawing, and from here I can pick one size. So we have 250 by 350 over here. So let's start with the first one. Okay, so it's 250 by 350. Now in this Tekla structures you will have to write it in the reverse direction. Okay, so let's see if it is correct or not. So I will just expand the view so that I can easily zoom in. Here you can see that I have the correct dimension in the correct direction. So what actually happened? So if I am willing to just make a section of 250 by 350, then I will have to write it in the reverse direction, because over here x is in the different direction than y. Okay, so this software will take it like this. So all you have to do is to just pick the right point from there, and you can always like make beams from the 2 points. Like you can start with the center to center, or you can simply start with end to end, and whenever you want to modify it, then you can also simply modify it. Like if you want to just make it till the ends, then I can drag and drop it over here, and the size will be automatically changed. Okay, like this one. Over here I will simply pick this point and drag it over here. So I will do it with the middle button. And even for this one, there are two methods of doing this. Either you can just drag it like this, or you can simply enter the dimension. So suppose I am dragging it in this direction, and I want to drag it to the ends, then I can enter 125 and click on OK, and it will be come out to the ends. So how I knew that I had to enter 125? So I knew that because it was at the center of this column, and then I had to drag it to the end. So you can use these two methods to do this. Okay, so now I will just select the beam and delete it, and we will start again. So there is one method that you can work on the 3D model, or the another method is that you have to work with the other views. Okay, so here my beams are defined. I will start with the midpoint, or if I can get the grids over here, then that will be better. So I will just go to the view list over here and open the grid A1. Okay, not this one, then this one. Okay, let's try this one, and now let's switch to 3D view. So over here you can see it is easy to model if I am working in this one, this way. So this column has been slightly rotated over here. So I will simply delete the column and make one column again at this point. And I guess some of the rotation angle has been given to this. Okay, then I will have to select this column, double click on it, and then I will have to change the orientation of the column. I think there is some problem with the rotation. That's why it is acting like this one. It should not be in this way. So I guess that happened. Okay. Over here, I will have to make the angle to 0, and this will come in the proper orientation. So that's how you can change the properties of the column whenever it is needed. Now I will go to the view, that is the plan view, and here I can connect all the beams. So either I can start from the point intersection, or I can start from the midpoint and I can go to the midpoint. Okay, so both the methods are correct over here. So it doesn't matter how you are placing the beams. It will affect you while working with the final thing, that is the reinforcement. Okay, so I will go for the end to end point. So you do remember that I have selected one beam from center to center, and the rest I am going from end to end. Okay, so that doesn't matter, just the overlapping will be done, otherwise everything will be fine. So this is one way of modeling it. And in the next uh, roof, if all the beams are common, then I can simply select the beams and copy them. Okay, so even that can be done. Now let's go for the 3D view. So I will just tile vertically, and over here you can see this was my view, and over here we have placed it incorrectly. So I will just get out of this, delete it, and then in the 3D view I will simply select my beams and delete them, whatever beams are placed incorrectly over there. So this happened because I was willing to work with end to end. So that's why working with a point intersection is a better alternative if you are working on any model. So now here I have to find out what are the coordinates where I have to make the changes, or I can start modeling in my 3D view itself. I will grab the midpoint, then I will go perpendicular to this one and click on the midpoint. Just grab the midpoints again and click on the midpoint. Now I think everything is fine over here. All the beams are connected. Now we have beams on the top floor, and if I want to just get the copy of it, then I will have to simply select all my beams, and then I can right click, copy a special, then linear, and here I can do things like I can just specify the distance in the x, y and z directions. Like in z direction I want a copy at -3000, and you can see over here you have the copy of it. Okay, so you have the copy on even on the second floor. So I will expand this view. So over here you can see now not all the beams were selected. So all the beams that were just visible on this side were copied, otherwise they were not copied. So it is better to copy it while working in the 3D view. So I will simply delete all the things and then go to copy a special, linear, and in the digit direction copy it for -3000, and it will be copied. Okay, so now we have already modeled the footing, columns and the beams over here. So guys, that was all for today. If you want more such informative videos, then you can visit our YouTube channel, as well as you can also visit our Facebook page, where you will find a number of YouTube videos and the informative posts related to our live online classes. So if you want to register for our live online classes, then you can simply go to the link given in the description. All you have to do is to click on that link and it will open up a Google form for you. You have to just fill your details over here and I will personally give you a call and I will guide you how to proceed to join our live classes. See you in the next video. Thank you.